They are early, honestly. I was expecting this like Wednesday, but nope, it's today. So let me just quickly just jump in, and there is Cinderella. Hey, have faith in your dreams because Cinderella's dressed to kill. Switching back and forth between outfits is key for this hero. Sweep up your enemies and be home by midnight. Okay, hang on. One thing we need to notice. Cinderella has no ear. Yep. Yeah, she does not have an ear. Okay, now let's see. Let me just look at what skill are you? Your control mid blue. Of course you're from the blue team. Everyone's from the blue team. All the characters I want are from the blue team. I have too many blue characters, which makes it hard for City Watch when they say... Actually, no. Creep Search when they say, don't use blue heroes. And it's like, oh man, but everyone I use is blue. Oh well, okay, let's just jump right into the skills because looking at this, there's a lot to soak in here. Okay, passive. Cinderella's basic attack depends on her outfit. At the beginning of each wave, she begins battle in her ball gown and transforms into her scullery maid outfit. After 20 seconds, while she is in her ball gown, her basic attacks grant a random ally a random buff for 10 seconds, which could literally be any of those. Got it. When Cinderella is in her her maid outfit, her basic attack blinds the frontmost enemy for 10 seconds. Oh, so just simple blind. Got it. And that's just her basic attack. It also means she gets to deal damage, right? Okay, well, I guess we won't see the basic attack. We'll just see whatever the active skill is. Cinderella cleanses herself and allies. She applies a shield to herself and each ally for 85% of her max HP for 8... Are we looking at a new Slinky? Because Slinky... I know Slinky does a... No, this is reverse Slinky. Slinky gives you a shield depending on how much HP he's missing, which means they get stronger the weaker he gets. Cinderella's like... Or is this just like... it's a set amount. Depending on how much HP she has, that's the amount of shield you have. Because it says max HP, not like current HP. So yeah, probably not as... Slinky still the best shield man. Unless there's another shield character I'm forgetting about that I just don't remember. Which is the definition of forgetting. Cinderella's random buffs include 100% movement... Okay, well, we all know what the buffs are because it's pretty much any random buff. Probably not all the buffs, but either way, it's right there. I'm not reading them all. You know what buffs are. She can grant them. Wait, unless there's an information here. Okay, Cinderella brushes off her dress, refreshing herself. She cleanses herself, healing for 75% of her max HP, gaining energy and increasing her skill power and basic damage by a certain amount for 8 seconds. Okay, so this one only affects herself. Next skill. Stunning Songbirds. Cinderella's companions fly forth, targeting the enemy with the most buffs applied and removing them. So we got another debuff. So basically a lesser version of what Tron can do, except she can do it without like having to use it on the skill. And by the looks of it, it's a lot faster than what Tron can do, because that's really my only issue with Tron. He has a great white skill, but the animation takes so much time that he usually dies before he can even trigger it. The enemy is stunned and has their armor and reality reduced 100% for 8 seconds. Does that mean they just don't have armor and reality? Is this basically the armor reduction skill? Must be. As Cinderella's companions surround their enemy, they first deal normal damage and then fantastic damage as they depart. Ooh, so they damage twice. So whatever's written here, it's ×2. First normal and then fantastic. If enemies do not have any buffs, Cinderella will target the farthest enemy. But let's face it, in this time and age, by the time you're going to use that skill, the enemy is going to have some sort of buff. So she is going to be dealing a lot of damage. Although, it is unfortunate if it only targets the furthest. Like, if for some reason no one has a buff yet and she targets the furthest enemy, then that's not going to be too useful. Because unless you have enemies who target the back enemy, but let's be honest, you're going to have the enemy's going to have buffs. When Cinderella switches outfits, she gains a 100% increase in movement speed and attack speed for 10 seconds. If Cinderella or an ally receives a debuff, she provides a shield to that hero for 8 seconds. Enemies blinded by Cinderella have their movement and attack speed reduced by 85% for 5 seconds. Cinderella can provide a shield this way once every 10 seconds. Okay, another shield. Shan Yu is going to be a good counter for this because I know Shan Yu is like the shield counter. Every now and then I'll just have my shields up and all of a sudden Shan Yu just says, fire! And everyone's dead. Red skill. When Cinderella is in her ball gown, her basic attacks remove up to 4 debuffs from her target and replaces them with 3 stacks of Hardy. When Cinderella is in her maid outfit, her basic attacks remove up to 4 buffs from her target and replaces them with 4 stacks of Fatigue. Stunning Songbirds now targets an additional enemy and reduces skill power and basic damage by a certain amount for 5 seconds. Not a lot of time, but okay. If there are not any enemies with active buffs, well, we can really ignore that because, let's face it, everyone's gonna have buffs. And then the rest of the stuff, that is, okay. A-N. Is that Anger or Angel? And then F-A, I don't know who that, Fairy Godmother, of course. Oh, it's Anna. Okay, sorry. Whoops. Now, let's just check the skills. I mean, which one is better? Enemies blinded by Cinderella have their basic damage and skill power reduced by 10% for 8 seconds. As well as skill power to Cinderella while they have attack speed increase buff, as well as enemies lose tenacity, armor, and reality while they're blinded. Now, what about Fairy Godmother? Hopefully this is the better one. Well, actually, if really I want that one to be the better one because I actually have Anna leveled up, but this one actually is a canon friendship, so I'd imagine this one would have to be the better one. Even though mostly the canon friendships are usually the ones you don't go for because the uncanon ones are actually better, like Calhoun and Violet. Plus tenacity to Cinderella and friends, skill power to Cinderella and friends when they are shielded, and basic damage to Cinderella and friends while they again shielded. And then Cinderella's shields heal for 20% of the hero's max HP and grant 150 movement speed and attack speed for 10 seconds. Cinderella's shields now provide energy. Okay, well, obviously that's the better one. Basically, while you're shielded, you basically get supercharged. So yeah, go for Fairy Godmother. And I'm gonna be real, I do not care about the battle badge because it's just I never focus on them. I think it is getting refreshed in the future, but for now, I just don't bother with it. And these must be part of her patch, which is not here yet. Okay, let's see if there's any additional animations. That's brushing off the dress. That's just, which skill was that? I forget. That's the same skill. Is that really all we can see? Oh. Well, no, she waves for the songbirds to attack as well. And that's it. Those are her only 3. We can't see her basic attack. Got it. Let's chat spar now. Hopefully there's an opponent that can actually... Well, this Audrey is pretty strong. Nick, get out of here. Cinderella. Actually, scale. Okay, you scale pretty well with Ariel, but what about the other princesses? Jasmine looks a little taller than she should be. Snow White looks fine, though. Maybe it's just Jasmine's eyes that make her look a little bigger. Her head definitely looks a lot bigger than the others, but... Nah, I'd say Cinderella actually... No, Cinderella looks kind of small, but she is crouching a bit. Like, dang, hero, you're tall. Oh yeah, by the way, I think Zeus is getting nerfed because he's just too broken. And honestly, as much as it hurts for me because I actually use Zeus a lot, I do understand because Zeus is very annoying to deal with. And it's weird. It's like, that's the first nerf in ages. Although, I never ever feel like there's like a power creep in this. I mean, I guess Beast and Randall aren't... They're just like a distant memory of how threatening they used to be. But they're still formidable foes. Like, every now and then, Randall will sneak up on me and then just kill my whole team. Who else actually sneaks up on me? Shigo. You probably should have been replaced ages ago, but Shigo is still one of my top warriors. And also one of the most dangerous foes I've ever faced. Ariel's still useful to me. And the Big Hero 6 cast is also... Kermit is very useful for the sole purpose of, like, going up against, like, bosses and all that. Because Kermit and Hero, they're a good team. Although I have switched from Kermit to Jasmine. Although either one of them will work. But enough of me rambling. We're here to see Cinderella go in action. What happened? Okay, she just waltzes in. She's dead. Okay, we may need someone to help her survive. So, Audrey... Okay, good to know that she didn't just die in a single hit. So, Who does not deal damage right away? Bagheera, you know what? You come up front. You come up front. You just keep Cinderella alive. Oh, snap. She's dead. She's okay. Let's not mess with Audrey. Audrey is too strong. Okay, we're gonna go up against the mayor, because the mayor, I don't think he even attacks at first. And you just murdered him a single hit. Okay. A team. I need a team. That's a weak team, but you know what? Sure. Cinderella, go. It's a very weak team. There we go. Yeah, I just want to see her transform into her, like, regular outfit. That's her basic attack. She just dances? Oh, there we go. She turned back. Time went on, and now she's just... Oh my gosh, she's just repeatedly slowing him down. Yeah, that's... Solo combat. If you can keep Cinderella alive long enough for her to activate her maid outfit, then... Hang on, did she I just want to see it again. Because I know her victory with her dress. I want to see her stance. I actually want to slow down a bit, so I can see the stance of just how everything... Just break down everything that goes on. Okay, let's just see that. She just sings a song. Sends down another one. A bird. Oh, time's up. She goes back into her, and then she just keeps on sweeping. She sweep, and Pacha cannot do anything about it. He is stuck making the just right pose. Oh, but Pacha can't die either. If I do that. There we go. It's sort of the same, but it's just got some variation to it. And she still does her curtsy. Okay, yeah, very nice. Okay, we're going up against something a little stronger now, but I do have a team in mind. Okay, Cinderella, Jasmine, Snow White, Aurora, and Belle. There we go. We have 5 of the 7 Princesses of Light. Because Kairi's not coming to the game anytime soon, and, what's her name? Alice is not a princess, so she doesn't count. Let's go. We're going up against a real team, though, so this could hurt, especially since 2 of them are very weak. They're already dead! Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's up to Cinderella. Oh my gosh, Agent P's here. Wait, I just realized, no, Cinderella can't beat Agent P. Oh, she's back to sweeping. It's time to spam, and just leave Zeus completely... Oh, wow, she won. Cinderella sweeped the whole team, and Snow White and Jasmine couldn't even do anything. Okay, yeah, that's Cinderella for you. I'm actually gonna work towards her because well, I might as well. I don't really have a reason not to. Well, I guess I don't. Well, you know what? Because the prize wall's coming tomorrow, it's been a while since I've actually leveled up a prize wall hero, and I finally got all of my heroes up to date until tomorrow, where I assume they're gonna increase the level cap and I have to start focusing on that again. It depends on how I feel, if I want to keep her around or not. I probably will, though, but that's enough for me, guys. I have to go eat dinner, and, well, I guess by now you're actually watching this. I'm probably eating breakfast by the time you're watching this, so anyway, goodbye!